Hey guys, welcome back to the FabuPRO online course. My name is Zuleika. And I am your instructor. Today we will be continuing with the consultation part 2. It's always very important for you to make sure that you know exactly what your guest wants. Can you guys believe we are already halfway through the course? Oh my god, how exciting, guys. This means that we are going to be uploading the requirements on how you should take pictures for the upcoming test. Be sure to join the Facebook support group because the requirements are only going to be uploaded there. It's exclusive for the group. Oh, and the link is going to be down below. Remember to like, subscribe, click that notification button. Thank you guys for watching. So as you can see, they're not completely fully attached because I want to make sure I can remove them. And I'm gonna do just one more, just to make sure that we are making the correct choice. And as you can see, this is still not fully attached either. Now we are going to go to the other side, and right at the center where the doll eye is going to be, we are going to choose the 13 and C curl. And we are not going to fully attach it. And we are going to do one more. Now that the extensions are completely attached, you want to make sure that they are completely dry before you have your guest open up their eyes. If they don't dry and you have them open their eyes, it is going to burn, and you want to avoid that. You also don't want to have your guest laying down while they open up their eyes just so that you can get a feel of how they look. You want to make sure that they are sitting down on the table so that you can best determine what length and curl is best for them. So now that the extensions are dry, we are going to have our guest sit down. So now that we have applied the extensions, we are going to see what looks best on our guest. Now remember, the eyelash extension should be dry by now, so we are going to have our guest open up her eyes very gently to make sure that there is no burning. Go ahead and open. Does it burn?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. Alright, so at this point I am going to give my guest a mirror so that she can help me and kind of decide what length and what curl is best for her.
I like this one, but I think it's a little bit too long.
Okay, just a tad bit?
Yeah, just like a tiny bit.
So then at this point, we would definitely go with a D curl, which is on her right eye, and definitely just go a little bit shorter, which is going to be the 13 millimeters. If she thought it was long, then I would go ahead and do 2 lengths shorter, but since she said just a tiny bit, then we can go ahead and do just 1 length shorter. As you can see, on this side we use D curl, and it is a little bit more curled than the C curl. The C curl, you can barely notice it, and it's totally fine. You can definitely use C curl, but if your guest is looking for something a little bit more curled up and more noticeable, you definitely want to go ahead and choose the D curl. Now moving on to length. As you can see, this is the D curl, and it curls up a little bit more than the C curl. This is the 14 millimeters D curl. Now what I would recommend, like earlier I said, you can definitely do a 13 millimeters because this 14 is just right under the eyebrow, and you want to make sure that it's not going to be too long and it's not gonna go over or just right under her eyebrow, because you want it to look as natural as possible. Have your guests look up, and as you can see, this is kind of matching right here, right under her eyebrow. So this is why I would go just a little bit shorter with a 13. Now once you fill all of her lashes, you might have been able to go with a 14, but you want to always make sure that you are safe rather than be sorry that you chose the wrong length. So always be safe and make sure that you go with something shorter. This way, in your next visit, if she does want something a little bit longer, you know that you can go with a 14. Now that we have decided the length and curl, now we can go ahead and remove these extensions. And remember, we did not completely attach them, so that it is much more easier to remove them. So now that we have decided, now let's go ahead and remove the extensions. And you are just going to isolate the extension. You are going to pick it up like this and make sure you find the other piece. Well, not the other piece, so you just want to find the natural lash and the extension and just pull them apart like that. And it comes right off. And you can also use this to remove stuck or extensions that you just want to remove that are probably just too outgrown. This is a technique that you can also use. So as you can see, this is the one that was attached, and we just pulled it right off. And we are going to pick up the extension. Here's the extension. Here's the extension, and this is the natural lash. And it comes right off. Same thing with the other side. So now remember, pick up the extension and find the lash. Oh, that one just came right off. Hold on. So right here is the natural lash and the extensions, and we are just gonna pull them apart. There we go. Here is another one. We are gonna find the natural lash and kind of just pull them apart from each other. Separate them, and there we go. And that is not painful at all for your guest. It shouldn't be. And you're all done. Now you can go ahead and start lashing with the 13 millimeters and decurl. And that is how it was best for me at the beginning to choose the correct curl and length. Trust me, I did this a lot at the beginning when I had no help at the beginning and I did not know exactly what to do on my guests. This is what I did. I tried on a couple extensions, I had them look all the way up, and just to make sure that it was the best decision. Sometimes they might want something a little bit longer in the future, but it's always best to go shorter than longer. Why? Because you don't want them to be upset or not happy with the service that you are providing. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you guys are notified whenever we post another video.